everybody, this is Blake Jennings, B&K Sports Lounge. Today I'm going to give you my NFC South divisional playoffs. I'm going to go ahead and get it started at number 4, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Look, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, worst case scenario 6-10, best case scenario 9-7. Really, this division is loaded with talent. To me, this is the best division for quarterbacks, and you guys heard me if you've been watching my videos. This is a quarterback-driven league. I know you guys are probably getting annoyed with me saying it, but I cannot stress that enough. And this quarterback, in my opinion, has the most solid quarterbacks. I know the NFC North, they've got good quarterbacks up there, but look, the Minnesota Vikings, I don't know what I'm getting there. So, I mean, there's not one weak link in this division when it comes to quarterbacks. And even my number 4 team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Josh Freeman. Being a Kansas City native, I have watched this Josh Freeman kid since he was in high school. Grandview High School. You guys can go Google it if you want to. We play them every year in football, so I've seen this guy high school level, college level. I'm a Missouri Tiger fan. Watched him at K-State. Now I'm watching him in the pros. So I know Josh Freeman is a great quarterback, great athlete, but at the end of the day, Tampa Bay, to me it comes down to, do they have the talent to compete in the NFC South? Look, I know Tampa Bay's got talent. You don't need to sit here and say, what are you talking about? Tampa Bay's got talent. I know that they're a talented team, but I'm talking next level talent. I'm talking best of the very best talent. You look at the New Orleans Saints, you got the Drew Brees, enough said. You look at the Carloina Panthers, you've got the Cam Newtons. You look at the Atlanta Falcons, you've got the Matt Ryans, the Roddy Whites, the Michael Turners. These guys are arguably, at least Roddy White and Michael Turner, those are arguably top 5 backs and receivers. Matt Ryan, I think top 5 quarterbacks, pushing it, but he's definitely a top 10. That's where I feel like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are hurt. They don't have that next level, best of the best, cream of the crop guy that I'm looking for. Yes, they've got a solid team. Yes, they've got solid football players. Yes, I think this new head coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is going to be a good coach. Yes. Yes. But no, when it comes to next level talent. Best of the best, they don't have it. I'm still waiting for that guy. At number 4, Carolina, worst case 6-10, best case 11-5. Look, Carolina, and I mean this in all sincerity, so some people might laugh at me, but this team has the talent to win the division. They really do. If the Carolina Panthers won this division this upcoming year, it's okay. And I mean, they have Cam Newton. So, but worst case scenario 6-10. To me, it comes down to Cam Newton. Okay, like when you look at the consistent great teams in this league, like the New England Patriots, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Green Bay Packers. I mean, literally look at them. Green Bay Packers last year, Aaron Rodgers went down. Still, Matt Flynn came in, put up, what, 48 points or so, don't quote me on that, against the Detroit Lions and beat the Detroit Lions with their second-string quarterback. And the Detroit Lions made the playoffs last year. That wasn't a team you could just sleep on. And then the New England Patriots, the year that Brady went down, you know, Matt Castle, sorry, brain fart, Matt Castle went into the season, took them, I think they went 11-5 or 10-6 that year. I mean, those teams are going to continue to win no matter who the quarterback is. Granted, they all have great quarterbacks and they're built around their quarterbacks, but still, whether they've got a quarterback or not, those teams are going to win. Not the same situation for the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers' success is going to go hand in hand with Cam Newton's success. If Cam Newton follows up off last year and has a great year, look for the Carolina Panthers to do nothing but get better. But defenses, they've had all offseason to adjust and get used to this Cam Newton style of play. Just like anything, when it's new, it catches everybody off storm. For example, the Wildcat offense works good for a year or so, and then once a team's done it for a while, it starts to get a little easier for defenses to catch on, scheme against the style of play they're going up against. Same thing last year, Tim Tebow. That was a little different. Nobody's ever really seen that type of player before. If he still played for the Broncos, could he follow up on that? I don't know, because he's not with the Broncos no more. So Cam Newton, if he can continue to do what he did last year, this team is an 11-5 at best team and could win the NFC South. That's at best. But still, at number 2, the New Orleans Saints. Worst case scenario, 8-8. Best case scenario, 12-4. For me, it's worst case scenario. This bounty catches up to them. The suspended players and coaches, maybe they fall apart at some point. Not the whole season, just at some point this year. Maybe they fall apart. But look, the fact of the matter is they've got Drew Brees. When you look at Peyton Manning, take away his rookie year, because rookie year he went 3-13. But you look at the Peyton Mannings, you look at the Tom Bradys, you look at I'm talking about last generation, even this generation. You're talking great elite quarterbacks. How often do they have a losing team? I don't care what the circumstances is. I don't care how good the teams were in their division that year. As long as those guys are in the game and they're healthy and they're starting, they're always going to be winning teams. And Drew Brees is on that level. So because Drew Brees is on that level, this New Orleans Saints team will not be a losing team. This is an 8-8 at worst team. At best, it affects them a little bit. I still think 12-4 at best is not as good as what they could have been with the Jonathan Vilmas and even with the Sean Paytons. And if the whole bounty thing didn't happen, this team is, in my mind at least, this team is winning the NFC South hands down, no competition. But considering the circumstances, I don't know. So how will the bounty affect that team? Atlanta, worst case scenario 9-7, best case scenario 13-3. Look, Atlanta, to me, the reason why they're the best teams, they don't have all these off the field issues. I'm talking about the bounty and stuff. They've got great elite players like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers don't, and they just got all the pieces in place. I mean, you've got Matt Ryan, Michael Turner, Roddy White, Julio Jones, Tony Gonzalez. I mean, that's a pretty solid lineup on offense. Defensively, they went 12th. They were the 12th best defense last year. I think those numbers are a little against the Falcons, just because, when you're in the AFC North, you're playing the Cleveland Browns. That is a pat statter game if you're a defense. Okay, time to pat the stats. We're playing them twice a year. So, I mean, this is not a pat statter division. I mean, you're playing the Drew Brees twice a year. You're playing the Cam Newtons twice a year. And I'm telling you what, LeGarrette Blount and Doug Martin for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that could be a top duo rushing team right there. And I think they could really do some big things. I think that's definitely a top 5 rushing team next year, if not a top 3. They may even lead the league. So, I mean, you're playing that 6 weeks out of your 16-game schedule. The 12th best defense in the league, that's pretty dang good. So, they've got the defense. They don't have the off-the-field issues. They've got all the pieces around them.